guys, so it is Thursday, November 3rd, I believe. We have a barrel race this Saturday, and so me and Foxy are about to go through and practice carrying a flag because she is carrying the American flag. It says if you wanted to be involved, you should have said something sooner. She always has to be just a little bit talkative. But Foxy is carrying the American flag in 2 days. So, with that being said, I had put a poll on my Instagram of how I should do her hair. So, we are going to be doing just a very light practice. Just going through a couple times. Going through all the gaits and stuff of like walk, trot, lope with the flag and all that fun stuff. So we're having just a very, very light practice and we're just focusing on the flag. Yesterday, I went ahead and did like a whole dress up deal, like basically everything that I planned to have on her. We did that yesterday and I breezed her through and she had a very nice breeze through. So I am very excited to see how this weekend goes. But now we are going to go work on the flag and she's going to get a bath for the night. And then she should be, we're probably going to go through, I'm thinking about doing one row for sure tomorrow on her hair just to see like if she pulls something I could fix it. But I'm going to go through and work on one deal of her hair tomorrow. But other than that, everything else she's going to be getting ready on Saturday. So wish us luck, and I probably will touch base with y'all on Saturday. So alright, so it is Friday and here at the arena after I got off of work and to help out with any of the vendors, and it's actually getting pretty dark. So with that being said, I hope we don't get rained out. Pretty sure we're not, but yeah. Said it's supposed to rain all night tonight, so luckily this is all covered. So there's the rain. Alright, so here's the deal. It's like 9:45. I'm eating breakfast, trying to do my hair at the same time. And my horse trailer isn't even hooked up yet. So, I'm gonna hurry up and do this little ponytail thing real quick. And then I gotta get out there. I gotta hook up the horse trailer. I'm gonna put a blanket on Foxy because it's a little bit cold out and I have the windows down and stuff for her, so we're gonna do that. And hopefully she's not super frisky whenever I get there and that she actually listens. She had a little bit of an attitude this morning because I was doing her hair this morning. So yeah, it's a whole ordeal. So I'm gonna hurry up, eat this, finish doing my hair, and I will see y'all at the barrel race. I gotta hurry up and go, guys. Okay, bye.
said I'm barred from the pearly gates.
So me and Foxy had our first ever like big added money race. Yesterday's race was a 5,000 added BBR and WPRA co-approved race. So we didn't get any money for our permit, but we did win a check. So with the WPRA race, you have to be in the 1D. You have to be a money earner in the 1D. So any kind of money that you get in like 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D does not count for WPRA, to my understanding. So even though we did not win any money in the 1D or anything, we did win money in a 5D adult side pod. You're probably thinking like, okay, so why are you in the WPRA? Why did you get your permit if basically I'm running a 5D horse? Because guys, she's only 5. Like, she's only 5 years old. She's still kind of like a baby. So we've only got maybe, I think this was her 15th at most run. She has not ran more than 15 runs. This could have been it. I have to go back and look. But with that being said, she's only 5 years old. She's going to be 6. Technically, they count them as 6-year-olds for January 1st, but for AQHA, she doesn't turn 6 until April. So with that being said, she's starting to kind of get in her good spot, basically, for age-wise. Which, granted, she still does have a couple more years before, like, we've seen some of the horses go to the NFR competing, like, a whole rodeo season by, like, 8 or 9. So, I want to go ahead and try to get her entered in some of these WPRA rodeos by her 6-year-old year. Now, we've had this co-approved race. And I believe we're going to go to one in December, which is a co-approved race as well. And then we don't plan on having any kind of rodeos to go to or anything until 2023. And so, yeah. So I want to try to go ahead and take her to these big races because her second, like behind her second barrel, there was vendors all lined down the fence. So I am ecstatic that she actually won a check at this. So it was in the like adult side pot, but you have to understand that she carried the American flag for the first time ever. I literally pulled her out of the stall. We were running late, hauled her to the barrel race, hurried up and saddled her up, and we were back there and everything. And then we had to end up waiting, I want to say about 30 minutes or so. Hey. Where are you going? You can't go anywhere yet. Guys, this is her personality. She likes to lick people. She's sweet around people. It's just when it gets to other horses that she's like, don't touch that. Our first rodeo isn't going to be until the new year, like after New Year. I believe the one that I'm planning on going to, it is like the first weekend of January. So it's going to be pretty new in the new year. So that, I'm still trying to come up with somewhat of a schedule. I do want to try to make, my goal is to make like 20 rodeos / co-approved barrel races and to fill my permit. So that is my goal. Like I have set aside, I think I put my budget as $5,000. Here's my little, okay, I'm going to walk y'all through my whole thought process here of getting my permit and everything. So I had mapped out, I said, okay, I need to fill a permit of $1,000. Baseline. I know that with Foxy being young, it could happen. It really could. But the thing is I'm going to have to put in more money because we do see where she's placing at. She's placing in the 5D still. She's only 5 years old. And she's had a delayed start due to Seze. So, with that being said, the permit I have to fill is $1,000. The budget I set myself for the 2023 year is $5,000. So I figured I have a pretty decent chance, but I need to put in the money to be able to get out of it. And so what the $5,000 is for is it's going to cover her vet for the year, hopefully. So this is just baseline vet. Like, I need to go through and get her vaccines, get her Coggins all updated, all that stuff. So her basic run down there for the vet, it's going to cover about 20 rodeos / barrel races entry fees. I set aside about $2,000 for that. I set aside about $2,000 to $2,500 for gas, just because a lot of the places are further away from me, as well as just being cautious of gas prices. So with the rise of gas prices that we've seen this summer and everything, I just want to try to prepare myself with that. And so I set myself about $2,000 to $2,500 for gas for the season. I'm trying to think. Oh, and then to cover my permit cost. So with that being said, it all adds up to being about $5,000. So I've already got the permit, so that's done. We go to the vet to go get everything updated. She's still up to date on her stuff, but all of her vaccines, Coggins, and everything runs out in February. So, and that's like prime time to the Louisiana rodeos that are going to be around here. So I want to try to be able to get a head start on that and to get her vaccines and Coggins set up probably about end of this month to December. Me and my vet have came up with a game plan that since there is some January rodeo, like there is a January rodeo, I don't know if there's going to be more, but so far I have one that I'm planning on going to. They haven't really released a whole lot of the schedule, so I know that there's one, and I know it's the first weekend of January. Me and my vet have came up with a game plan to go ahead and hold off until December. That way I'm not taking her this month and have to turn around and take her in like 2 weeks to go get 30-day papers, like health papers. So with the rodeos, you have to have a 30-day health paper from your vet within the 30 days of the rodeo. So that's what we're planning on doing. That's our game plan for right now. So that'll be done next month. I've got to call him at the end of November to set up an appointment and everything. And so that she can get the whole rundown there. Seze does not have her vaccines, or I don't think she's got I think her vaccines are already termed. So, and I still need to get a Coggins on her. She's only gone out once, and that was really by herself. Like, it was with Foxy, but it was basically by herself. So with that, she's actually probably going to go to the vet in like whenever Foxy goes back for a health checkup or whatever for the 30-day in like January, February. I have a set goal to get all of her like stuff done about February, March. So she's not going to go with Foxy on this vet trip, but she will go with her on a later vet trip. So to go get all that stuff done. She's like looking at me like, what? But yeah, so that's my game plan. Also part of the game plan is to stay within 3 hours from the house. That way I'm not off however many hours I'm in my truck. My truck just made 202,000 miles last night, and I'm pulling a bumper pull and re-grease, pack my brakes, like whatever, because we haven't done that out of the however many years that we've had it. But I've only gone about like I probably stayed within an hour 10 minutes from the house. So with that being said, since I'm wanting to go off a couple hours away from the house, I feel like it would be in the best interest to go ahead and get that fixed so that my bearings don't catch on fire or anything. Brakes, I think that's what it is. Grease my bearings on my horse trailer. Jeez. So yeah, all in all, I feel like this weekend was a win. We did win some money. It wasn't what we wanted to win, but we did win some money. She did phenomenal for her first time in a big added money race. So she's been running 16 threes at this arena her past 2 runs, and this weekend she ran a 16.5. Still a little bit, still having some trouble on our second barrel, but we are going to, I had this thought in my mind that we're doing like a second barrel boot camp and gonna focus strictly on that. So hopefully we can do that. I will update y'all if we get stuff done. Said it has rained twice, I believe, this week. So that that is like, okay, we're kind of getting into rainy season here in Louisiana. My little practice area is uncovered, so I don't know how much practicing I'm gonna be able to do and how like fast we're gonna be able to do it. But I'm about to go through and see how much money I have for to go to a barrel race. I also worked this weekend, so we've got the American flag. She ran a 16.5. I worked the back gate this weekend, so I was able to make a little bit of extra money there, and we pulled a check. So all in all, I feel like with this weekend being an all-day thing, she stayed back in a holding pen with just hay and water, and she did not throw any kind of fits, which is very like, I can't think of the word here, but it's just like, my mind is like, oh, thank you, Jesus. So she's definitely, it doesn't seem like she's going to be one of those that is just like constantly pacing, constantly having a fit. Like, she hauls phenomenal by herself. Now, when Cesare starts to step in, I don't know how that's going to change. So I think it's just one of those things that they're going to have to start hauling together. They're going to have to see how they do on the road together and how all that goes. I'm so happy, so grateful, and so thankful for the horses that I have. And I cannot wait to show y'all how this season goes. Like, I could have just been like, we didn't do that great. My horse ran a 5D run, but here's the thing is I want to show y'all, like, I don't know how many times I'm going to say this, but like, she is 5 years old. She ran a 5D run for her very first big added money race. I want to go ahead and show y'all all these runs and everything, the whole process of what it takes to go through this. Because we could be running 1D runs by the end of the season. It could be a possibility. So I want to be able to show you like where we started. Like, you can be on a young horse. You can be on a horse that's like running 5D and just stepping it up every single race. So with that being said, I just wanted to be able to show y'all this part and to show y'all the process and to show y'all the whole ordeal. The highs, the lows, the kind of in-betweens, the whatever comes our way. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I will be talking to y'all, I want to say next week. I was not able to put up my hunting vlog for this past week, and it was just because everything kind of like hit at once towards the end of the week, trying to get ready for this weekend. So I believe that the hunting vlog might be coming up either this coming up week, like after this gets posted, or the next week. It'll all just depend. So, but that is coming. It's kind of been a little bit on the back burner, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel, ding that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post a video or anything on my YouTube, and like, comment down below. Let me know what y'all like seeing about these vlogs. Y'all can ask me questions in the comments, and I will try to address those in future videos. You can follow me on Instagram at Chalayne.Hughes, or you can follow the Smokin' H Ranch Instagram. So Facebook has Smokin' H Ranch, And you can follow me on TikTok at Chalayne Hughes. So it's like I'm trying to remember all of my social medias because I'm trying to be everywhere. But I hope that you guys enjoy this vlog, and I will see y'all next week. Bye, guys. Alright, so now the thing of the morning is to fix this. Said, had some trees fall right there, and now we got a busted fence. So. Switching never sessions for you.